Hi everyone and welcome to a little bit of a different video. Honestly, this blew my mind. It honestly did. I wasn't expecting stuff like that, but we are on CoDTracker right about now, and we are taking a look at my profile. This is honestly very surprising to me. EKIA to death ratio is 1.62. That's the one you see in game, right? What is mind-boggling to me is this 1.46 KD. Top 9%? Are you actually kidding me right now? How is a 1.46 top 9%? Well, the answer is easy, right? It's skill-based matchmaking, so yeah, but honestly, this is crazy. I do not know how accurate these stats are, so take this whole statistics here with a grain of salt, but we need to talk a little bit about this. Because there's stuff in here that was, as I said, mind-boggling, like this KD ratio and how it fits in with the whole system, right? Wow, this is just really, it bothered me a little bit, but it explains why my lobbies feel so rough. It explains it, and it explains why my friends hate to play with me sometimes. They just say, dude, honestly, lobbies without you are so much more fun. And I can see why, right? I can see why. I myself always considered myself to be maybe a bit better than the average. Like, but not really that good, right? But this stat here, in combination with some other stats, tells me I did quite well. I honestly did quite well, but it's hard to stay on that level, right? So these stats are not. I mean, look at it. Best kill streak was the 27. That's top 7%. Really, that's crazy to me. That honestly is crazy. I don't know if I ever get this again, but like, yeah. The thing I take a closer look at often is actually score per minute. That's on 644. I'm actually quite happy with that. It says top 26%, but score per minute for me is calculated wrong, if you ask me. Streaks are way too rewarding. So whoever goes on high streaks and has a high KD, right, will beat me here. But that doesn't necessarily translate to the playstyle of me, right? I like to push objectives. I like to play the objectives. I like to defend and attack and stay around a B flag in domination, for example. So 644 is actually, personally for me, in the context of what it was in Black Ops 2, a really good number, right? Also, EKIA per match 24.2. I'm actually happy with that. I think that's okay. I don't need all the 40, 50 kill games. I do care more about winning the game. Win percent 53.7. That just shows how much. Wow. 101.5%. I'm not sure how legit these guys are. Just throw it out there. But yeah, that's a bit low, right? That translates to, what was it in game? 1.2 or 1.3 win-loss ratio? That's okay, right? And these whole stats are backed up by 4 days of playtime. 700 matches, right? And I think that shows a little bit of consistency, and I think that's an important part, right? Kills per minute, 2.62, that's not too much. Kills per match, almost 22. That is okay as well, right? Considering the amount of games and other game modes besides domination I do play. We had one tie, I can't remember. I think that was in control or something. I can't really remember. Average life 33 seconds. That's top 28%. That's okay. That is definitely okay, right? Accuracy 22.5, that is slightly better than it was on consoles for me. It's still not good. Well, it's top 19%, but yeah, accuracy as well, headshot accuracy, that's top 35%. My biggest headshot gun is actually the Pellington, which is strange if you think about it, but hey, whatever. So let's jump into the top modes. As you see, I play a lot of domination and hardcore domination. Core domination has a 1.47 KD. Compare this to 1.58 in hardcore dom. So that is, honestly, that's more score. It's less matches though, but that is the main mode we play while we are playing together, and I play this solo often as well. Core domination pretty much comes down to Nuketown and Raid Them All, these two playlists, right? But what I think is important is I don't think I have any mode with a negative KD. No, I don't. I don't. Even Hardpoint. Hardpoint is one of my favorite modes ever, right? I really like this. See, enemies killed per match, 35 on average. I only played 66 matches, but it's a good win percentage as well. Score per minute isn't too high. I went on a 14 gun streak apparently. And here hardcore domination is where the 27 lies, right? Free for all, I played a little bit. Hardcore free for all, I played a little bit more, 1.55. That's decent. Okay, that is what I would call normal stats for me in an old COD, right? I even jumped into Fireteam Dirty Bomb because my friends wanted to play it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play it with you, even though I really do not like it too much. But that's okay, right? I played VIP Escort with them because I wanted to play it. Keep in mind, those are not really the modes I like to play, as you can see here. I do play a lot of TDM. That's just... it's always good fun, right? Top weapons, though. Milano, that's just a recent pickup. I am leveling this currently in hardcore domination for the most part. I'm on a 1.82 KD. Don't ask me how. I do not know, right? The QB set was amazing to play in hardcore, and this is the gun I got my 27 gun streak with. Pretty nice. Now the shotgun I played in the beginning for the funsies, I hate it, but I still managed to get a 1.6 KD somehow. Mac 10, this is a big one. That was on a solid 2 KD for the longest time. Lately I'm having trouble with it, because I haven't played too much core, but that's okay. Still on a 1.54. And then we get the first sniper. We get the Tundra in here. You might ask yourself, wait, why is the Tundra rated higher? That's just because of the KD. I have way more kills with the Pellington, but I play way more aggressive with the Pellington than I did with the Tundra, or even the Barrett for that matter, right? But yeah, honestly, this was mind-boggling for me to think that I have two stats in the top 10%. You have top 7 here and top 9% here. That is mind-boggling. Really, I didn't think I did that well in the game. Honestly, it doesn't feel like it. I have some awesome rounds, but that's it. Compare this to Modern Warfare, which I only played for what? 4 days and 3 hours, right? So that's about the same sample size of playtime. But this is over a year, and Cold War is over a month. Never went better than a 15 gun streak. Okay. KD is 1.38, that's still top 12%. But again, it didn't feel like I was popping off in Modern Warfare. It didn't. It just didn't. Accuracy was about the same. This is mixed with PS4 and PC, keep that in mind. Best gun was an M4, MP7. I don't know what the Super Dead Silence is, because that is actually... that's probably just a perk, right? MP5, AX50. So we have another like sniper in the top guns, and I never played Warzone, so there's nothing much there. Average life was 47.9 seconds, so top 7% there. Okay, that was a good stat as well, but it never felt that I was doing this good, because the lobbies I get with these stats are insanely sweaty. It's insane. Every single game, I feel like I can't chill. I just can't. And that's what feels so bad about the game, right? You always have this, you are expected to carry or you're expected to lose. There is nothing in between, right? You feel like the odds are stacked against you. And I hear you guys. You all say, yeah, but well, you are in the top 9 here. You're in the top 7% here. Get your shit together. Play better. Guys, I'm human. Like you guys, I don't have a good day every day, right? There are days in Black Ops Cold War where I can't aim, where I don't think correctly, where my mindset is off, stuff like that. That's all calculated in here, right? So even though I have bad days, I also have the good days. Obviously, I have the games where I pop off, like with a 27 kill streak here, or gun streak better, because I was playing UAV counter UAV harp, right? So yeah, I now know why my games feel that sweaty, because these stats tell me, mate, you are playing on a level with people that a couple years ago you would never met in a game, right? Or like very, very rarely. But this time it feels like it's not that one or two good players in the enemy team. The whole team is freaking good. That's just a little bit of my thought process and why I was surprised about these stats. Because as I said, even though I had uh, like a 2 KD back in Black Ops 2 when it was in its prime and I reset my stats and everything and just played domination only for until I got a nuclear, I was on like a 2.3 KD or something like that. But the lobbies never felt so sweaty like they do today, which makes sense, right? And also, we need to address something, skill-based matchmaking. You know, we all talk about skill-based matchmaking, but that's only one system that is in place, and we use SBMM for the term for the whole system, right? There is more systems in play in how lobbies are created. It's not just your skill, it is also your recent performance, right? That goes into it. Also, there is a retention-based system in play, so Activision will give you hard lobbies, but 2 or 3 of them, and then you know you will get a good lobby, right? And they use that to keep you playing. The thing is, for a certain group of people, that must be a big group, that seems to work, right? That seems to obviously work. For me, it doesn't, right? If I go in and I see I'm playing bad, I can't get my stuff together, I will just leave. I will close the game. You don't get my retention with that. You definitely don't. Yes, the rounds you pop off feel good. That's true. That is very true. That you have to slog through a couple of lobbies sometimes. Yes, that doesn't feel good. Obviously, everybody hates that, right? It's just like, why installing systems like that? Because you know who you punish with that? All the people who were big fans of this franchise, who supported it for years, right? For years. Actually, over a decade, if you think about it, almost 2 decades now. We are closing in on that. Keep that in mind. 2 decades. And you slap us in the face with a matchmaking like this. Lobbies disbanding is one of my most complaints, right? You know why? It doesn't let you adapt to another player's playstyle because you might not see him again for the rest of the week. Sometimes you see the same guy in like 3 or 4 matches later again, and you're thinking, okay, that's that kid again. Now he plays completely different. All right. So if you take a look at these stats and you are on like a 1.2 KD, let's say, yeah, I think 1.2 is fair, right? That's the one I always aim for. um, that doesn't mean that you are bad or that you are not as good in this COD than you were in, like, let's say, Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 2, right? It just means the competition is so much harder because you are getting matched against player of your own skill or like near your skill level, near your performance in the last match. That's why if you go for a gold camo with a Barrett, you get in a lobby where you feel like, do I have God mode enabled? Honestly, I had a round with the Barrett where I was like, consistently, like 3 or 4 games, I was struggling to get kills, right? I came into a lobby where I was dominating these kids, absolutely destroying them. I was like, this doesn't seem fair. It really doesn't. Because I pushed up with the Barrett, got a couple of kills, got B-flag, pushed up, had them paint back in their spawn, picked an M4 up on the ground, and went on a 15-16 gun streak in their spawn. But yeah, because I wasn't playing with the Barrett anymore, because I picked up an M4, obviously my playstyle changed. My whole performance changed. I went way more aggressive, had way better aim than these guys, and that's completely unfair, right? So yeah, I hate those systems. I don't think they belong into here. And I know I went a little bit on the tangents there, but I had to rant a little bit. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, please keep in mind if you see those stats and you think like, yeah, but a 1.46 isn't that good. Dude, if I had a 1.46 in Black Ops 2, I would feel like I was an average player. As I said, I myself think of myself as a slightly above average player. I don't see myself in the top 9% or top 7% with some stats. I don't see me there, right? I do not. I don't think I'm that good. Apparently I am. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I never would throw myself into the same ballpark like other content creators who were doing this for years, who were amazing during Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3, who were really, really good players and still are. Like, these guys are insane even today, right? And these stats tell me that I'm in the same area as them? Are you kidding me? I went head to head with some of these guys, right? And yeah, we all went out with like a 1.2 KD, and we were like writing in chat on PC. You have to chat, right? So we were typing in chat like, dude, this was so sweaty. Then I recognized the name of the other guy, and I was like, oh, hang on. I know this guy. I watched videos from him back in the days. And that was insane, right? That was insane. But yeah, hopefully you understand my point of view. I don't show you these stats to brag about it or anything. I want to share my surprise on how high these are ranked, right? That's really all I wanted to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, take care. Bye.